Itu apa ya, pemandangan sangat familiar ketika kita berada di Amsterdam ya. Itu kanal cruise, kita naik perahu nanti dengan akan mengelilingi kota, karena sepanjang kota itu semuanya adalah kanal-kanal-kanal. Dan itu tadi mengenai alamnya, ini air dan air, memang Belanda 60% itu di bawah permukaan air laut.
Oke, Madurodam sebenarnya ini adalah taman miniatur. Bedanya kalau kita bicara mengenai Jakarta, ada taman mini, itu ukurannya sangat-sangat aktual sekali, sama seperti ukuran aslinya. Tapi Madurodam ini adalah taman miniatur yang di sana ini dibuat skalanya 1:1:25, jadi sangat-sangat kecil sekali. Nah, saat ini kita lagi akan pergi, atau Sobat Kota nanti bisa mengunjungi daerah yang dulu disebut sebagai kampung nelayan. Tapi saat ini bukan lagi sebagai kampung nelayan, tapi lebih sebagai kampung wisata, di mana kita bisa melihat kehidupan dari orang-orang Belanda di masa lampau. Deku ini adalah restoran di mana pelayan-pelayannya ini kita bilang menggunakan pakaian khas noni-noni Belanda.
Ya, ini kalau kita bicara tentang rumah susun ini, yang kita bangunan ini sebenarnya adalah bangunan yang baru ya, baru yang berdasarkan kepada ciri khas Sandam, kota Sandam. Kita bicara tentang Sandam itu dekat dengan Zanskans, dan ini di jantung kotanya, dan pemerintah daerah kota Sandam atau orang-orang Sandam udah membuat konsep bahwa kita akan memiliki ciri khas. Kita kembalikan dalam kota itu tidak dalam bentuk modern, tapi dengan arsitektur klasik. Ya, kalau kita bicara tentang Keukenhof, memang ini luar biasa. Kalau kita suka dengan bunga gitu ya, karena ini berjuta bunga ada di sini.
Dan kalau untuk Zanskans di sini kita bisa melihat orang-orang banyak sekali yang kalau misalnya kita bicara mengenai Belanda, mereka akan langsung kepikiran adalah Holland Bakery. Mereka akan langsung kepikiran yang namanya adalah kincir angin. Nah, ternyata kincir angin di Belanda itu tuh tidak lagi sebanyak pada masa lampau. Tapi saat kita pergi ke daerah Zanskans ini, kita bisa melihat perpaduan menarik antara sisi historical, sejarah, bangunan yang benar-benar sangat-sangat otentik Belanda. Meskipun, saya mungkin akan perjelas sedikit, kincir angin sendiri awalnya bukanlah dari negara Belanda, sama halnya seperti bunga tulip. Jadi bukan dari Belanda, tetapi Belanda bisa menjadikan ini sebagai ciri khas atau identitas dari negara mereka sendiri.
Market Hall, ini gedung yang sangat, ini juga setengah pipa istilahnya arsitekturnya. Ini juga baru ya, tahun 2014 itu selesainya, dan itu jadi tempat kuliner, istana kuliner kami sebutnya.
Ya, kalau ini buka terus, dia nggak cuma malam aja, pagi, siang, sore dia buka. Ya, kita bisa juga isepnya di sana, bisa juga dibawa pulang. Pokoknya ini bebas. Dan juga kita juga boleh tanam ini pohon. Asal nggak lebih dari 3 pohon di dalam rumah.
Memang dibuka.
Iya, karena itu memang objek wisata sih sebenarnya. Betul. Kayak Red Light District, terus coffee shop gitu ya. Itu memang objek wisata juga di Belanda gitu.
Boleh saya tambahkan soal Red Light District? Bukan berarti saya nggak berani ke situ walaupun saya penakut ya. Tapi kalau saya biasa, mereka ada semacam aturan, so perempuan-perempuan yang di situ tahu, ya kalau kita ke sana jangan pakai kamera, jangan moto lah gitu, itu yang mereka paling nggak suka. Itu pertama. Yang kedua, mereka bisa membedakan antara turis yang hanya untuk lihat-lihat aja, atau turis yang mau mengkonsum memang berminat gitu untuk eksekusi. Nah kalau yang siang-siang itu sampai sore sebelum matahari terbenam itu ini mah cuma nonton doang, rame-rame gitu ya. Makanya dibatasi, nggak boleh terlalu banyak juga. Nah, tapi kalau yang sudah malam ke sana, jam 10 ke atas, itu yang serius-serius gitu. Jadi kalau bedakan itu kalau mau datang ke sana.
Tingkat ini yang paling besar adalah di Lalibela, Aksum, Gondar, itu sangat amazing, dan saya senang sekali di sini. Sana seperti kayak kita di Jakarta tuh mungkin 20 tahun yang lalu gitu ya, masih banyak bajai-bajai India gitu. Kan bajai di sana tuh sangat kuat-kuat ya sampai ke desert, karena ini untuk mencapai Harar kalau kita pakai transportasi darat dari Addis Ababa itu sangat jauh ya. Di Harar ada satu legenda bahwa di sana begitu ada banyak henna ya menjadi satu endemik di special endemik di Harar. Dan zaman dulu tuh katanya mereka ini memakan manusia gitu. Dia selalu datang ke kampung-kampung dan mencari korbannya gitu. And one day gitu ada satu laki-laki, dia bilang dia coba bicara dengan henna. Dia bilang, henna, kamu mau nggak janji sama saya jangan makan manusia lagi? Saya akan janji sama kamu akan saya sediakan kamu makanan setiap hari dan saya akan sediakan pintu khusus sehingga kalau kita ke kampung di Harar itu pasti masyarakat tuh punya 2 pintu, ya, satu pintu buat manusia, satu lagi buat henna gitu kan. Dan Kill Depression itu salah satu keajaiban juga di mana menjadi titik terendah dibilangnya di muka bumi gitu ya. Di sini kita akan melihat fenomena alam yang mungkin hampir sama kalau kita lihat di Ijen Crater. Cuma ini yang tadi saya bilang ya, ini masih di daerah Danakil Depression. Gitu. Jadi kalau pagi-pagi kita bangun itu pasti kita akan melihat onta-onta itu bawa garam. Itu namanya Santo Georgis ya, itu dibangun di bawah karena itu semua kayak seperti tebing ya, kalau ini kanan kiri itu dibangunnya mengitari tebing dan dia ada di bawah.
Rooftop of Afrika loh.
Ya sebenarnya sih sebelum ke Bahir Dar itu pasti akan lewatin Simon Mountain ini ya. Kalau kita kan selalu mengira bahwa Ethiopia itu gersang, gurun-gurun gitu kan, sulit air dan mungkin tadi dibilangnya pernah terjadi tragedi kemanusiaan, kelaparan gitu ya, itu terjadi di situ gitu, bukan di keseluruhan negaranya gitu. Kalau kita mau ke sini kita harus climb gitu ya, dan itu membutuhkan kekuatan fisik yang baik. Ini adalah salah satu gereja ortodoks yang cukup tua juga yes, itu di wilayah selatan kita akan melihat begitu banyak suku tradisional yang mendiami Omo Valley ya. Di sana banyaklah tersebar baik itu suku Mursi, suku Hamar ataupun suku Ari yang tinggi-tinggi orangnya itu banyak di sini. Foto saya sendiri dan ini sudah terbit juga di beberapa media internasional di UK dan The Times, Daily Mail juga ada. Makanya ini ya, tapi mungkin saya pertama yang orang Indonesia yang berencounter dengan suku Mursi ini, dan saya menganggap suku ini adalah suku yang paling agresif yang pernah saya temui ya gitu.
Arigato ne.
Ethiopia mengklaim gitu,
arigato. 初めてなんか家事会となんか家事と関係があるを一緒にやってるね。
そうよかったね。
なんとなく今までなかったからね。
untuk wisata kopi
これからまたたくさん
berkembang di Ethiopia.
やる。
apalagi
ジョノさんでこれってさどうやってモノタイしてるの？今今後。
kopi di seluruh dunia.
サブスクライバーは1000人まずないとできないんですね。それで、ウォッチングアワーズは、4000時間。
P101, wah ini mungkin nggak ada yang nggak kenal kali ya, karena tempat ini tempat pasang kembang api setiap end of the year ya di sini kita.
1000人まではなんとかなると思うんだけど、ウォッチングアワーズはまだ1500時間しかない。
dulunya juga
4000までやらないといけないのね。
4000までやらないと、国収入が入らない。
teman-teman selain bisa shopping, karena ini satu shopping semua, teman-teman bisa naik ke lantai 89 ke observatorinya di sini. Iya, jadi untuk tiket itu sekitar 600 ya per tiket. Iya, di situ. Tapi kalau mau teman-teman mau merasakan seperti apa berada di atas 101 ya, karena di sana banyak sekali bukan cuma view, banyak juga restoran-restoran fine dining di atas ya, termasuk Starbucks paling tinggi. Ya, itu juga ada di atas. Teman kalau mau mencari yang experience-nya berbeda, terus udah gitu mau mencari sesuatu yang unik ya. Nah, teman-teman dan sehat ya. Ingat di samping 101 kita ada namanya Elephant Mountain. Nah, di sini teman-teman hanya naik MRT satu stasiun dari Taipei 101 dan teman-teman bisa cobain hiking. Ya, nanti di atas teman-teman bisa melihat full satu gedung 101 ya. Jadi kalau mau foto full picture 101 itu dari sini tempat spot yang paling bagus. Dan juga ini mungkin tempat spot yang cocok buat melihat kembang api ya.
Nah, kalau selain night market, selain ayam hot star ini yang katanya sebesar muka, lebih besar dari muka kita kali ya. Dan biasanya kalau ini langsung makan di tempat kalau Farini anjurin. Jangan dibawa pulang karena dia tepungnya itu agak sedikit dicampur dengan kanji. Jadi kalau seandainya sudah dingin itu bakalan lembek, tidak crunchy. Nah, habis makan samsam langsung kita olahraga lagi nih ya, Fon ya.
Nah, lanjut
lagi. Nah, ini kita langsung ke Alisan ya. Nah, ini bisa dibilang ikoniknya pegunungan di Taiwan ya. Nah, jadi kalau teman-teman ke sini, teman-teman pasti akan merasakan kebanyakan 5 hal ya. Jadi teman-teman bisa cobain sunrise-nya di sini. Terus teman-teman bisa melihat lautan ini apa sih lautan awan di sini. Terus udah gitu teman-teman bisa cobain dia punya hutan forestnya yang banyak bambu di dalam. Udah gitu naik kereta api di dalam ya, kereta api forest di dalam. Ya, jadi di sini banyak hal yang teman-teman bisa cobain. Nah, ini Sanxiantai ya. Kalau kita translate artinya tuh adalah 3 dewa ya sini. Jadi ceritanya tuh dulu katanya di sini ada 3 immortal dewa yang pernah turun, terus udah gitu ngopi kali ya di sini ya. Nah, jadi ini mulai terkenal di sini. Nah, terus di sini biasanya tempatnya yang paling ramai itu pada saat lagi end of the year, orang-orang lagi mau melihat matahari terbit pertama di Taiwan.
Kalau Anda jalan sendiri di Taiwan, di Taipei, nah dengan line biru juga, line MRT biru dari Chiang Kai-shek hanya dengan 1 stopan saja, 2 stopan, itu sampailah ke Ximending. Nah, Ximending ini boleh bilang tempat ABG ya, atau biasanya orang bisa menyebutnya sebagai Shinjukunya Taipei, Shinjukunya Taiwan. Karena memang di depannya sendiri ada tulisan Shinjuku, tapi ada tulisan bahasa Mandarin.
Sekarang kita langsung naik ke Bukit Chufen. Ya, wah ini mungkin teman-teman sering dengar ya, mungkin kalau lihat berita show travel ya, Chufen ya, karena ini adalah kota tambang emas di Taiwan ya, di sini banyak sekali emas. Ya. Kita ke air terjun Chufen ya, jadi Chufen ini tetanggaan dengan Chufen ya. Nah,
jadi itu 9 artinya,
ya,
ini 10,
kalau
jadi tetanggaan.
Nah, ini kalau kita ke Taipeiju, nah kita akan
gitu maksudnya.
Ya something yang cute ya. Kita ketemu Tuan Yuan Yuan di sini ya. Nah, jadi Tuan Yuan ini nama panda yang sekarang sudah jadi papa mama ya. Nah, ini naik nanti teman-teman akan sampai dari Taipei Zoo Station sampai ke Maokong Cable Car Station di atas. Ya, totalnya hanya 4 station doang. Iya, 4 kilo. Ini salah satu makanan yang mesti dicobain kalau teman-teman pergi ke Nantou. Ya, ini bukan cuman grill chicken biasa aja, ya karena chickennya ini di Taiwan tuh jarang namanya ada ayam kampung ya. Jadi ini termasuk ayam kampung ya. Kita bilang namanya ayam dayaknya di Taiwan di sini ya.
Jadi ini adalah salah satu cara makan paginya orang Taiwan ya. Jadi kalau Anda datang ke Taiwan, mungkin bisa juga pilih penginapan yang tidak menyediakan makan pagi dan saat itu Anda bisa makan pagi ngincer untuk makan paginya Taiwan. Salah satunya yaitu ya Vulkan ini. Nah, yang Farini ingin perkenalkan adalah itu ya susu kacang asin ya. Yang mana susu kacang asin di Indonesia belum ada. Nah, susu kacang asin ini bukan berarti susu kacang hanya ditambah garam jadi asin, tetapi itu dicampur dengan telur, kemudian juga dengan seperti ikan teri, cuma ikan terinya lebih putih dan lebih kecil. Dan setelah itu ditambah dengan cakwe, daun bawang dan juga cuka. Tahu bau ini kebetulan di Taiwan ada satu jalan yang namanya Senkeng ini terkenal dengan berbagai ragam yang namanya tahu bau. Dari yang level 1 ya, kalau Fona mengkategorikan level 1 hingga level 3. Level 1 itu yang dipanggang, yang digoreng, ya. Digoreng dengan campuran acar seperti kimchi. Kemudian yang level 2 adalah yang dipanggang. Nah, level 3 baru yang namanya di steam ya. Itu yang kalau gitu level 4 berarti yang mentah ya, Pon ya?
Yang mentah.
Sonny, go ahead.
Yeah, thank you so much. Good evening, everybody. I see we have about 16 people, and that's not too bad for an early on-time start. And hello to everyone. And I would like to introduce myself. My name is Soni Jetnani, and I am InterNations Jakarta Ambassador for 10 years now. And initially, we started with offline events. We do 2 to 3 events a month at various venues. But since last year, due to the COVID-19, we also started online events. And for me, it was quite an experience because I was a little bit hesitant to go from offline to online because I'm not digitally savvy and I wasn't sure how the events would go. But then thanks to Niels Valentine, who is also with us this evening, he is the Tokyo Community Ambassador. He helped me by explaining to me how to do the Zoom. He taught me all the tricks of the Zoom webinar. And then I finally had the courage to start doing online events. And today I'm really happy to say that it's 1 year and our events are not only local, they are also international and actually global. We now have global events which involve many, many countries and many, many ambassadors. And sometimes there are even like 2,000 signups, 500 signups because there's people from all over the world. And personally, I have learned a lot through InterNations this year in 2020. Plus, I've also made a lot of new friends. And I'm very grateful to the platform for giving me this opportunity. Plus, I get to practice my languages. I get to meet people from all over the world. I've made some really good friends. And I hope that those of you who are new to the community will have similar good experiences. And today we have a really exciting topic. It's about traveling virtually while you are in your own living room. And I've known Jono Karyadi for quite some time. And I reconnected with him last month. And he said to me, I now actually have an online YouTube channel and I go on tours online. So I was wondering, what is it about? So today we are going to learn together. I'm also curious to know and learn about this online channel that Jono Karyadi has started. So John, maybe before we start, you'd like to play the video of your channel?
Okay. Thank you, Sunny. So let's see some video first, yeah?
Yes.
Hai Sobat Kota, saya John dari KongkoWisata. KongkoWisata adalah sebuah YouTube channel yang memperkenalkan daya tarik dari sebuah destinasi wisata, baik itu di mancanegara maupun di dalam negeri. Sesuai dengan tagline kami, Inspiring Your Next Destination.
Pastrami Orgasm. Kenapa diberi namanya kok intriguing sekali? Restoran ini ya, waktu tahun 1989 ya, itu ada film yang syutingnya berlatar Cat's Delicatessen ini ya, di mana sepasang Harry dan Sally ya, mereka saling ngobrol di sana ya. Ini 18 tahun ke atas ya. Di akhir adegan tersebut itu sampai bilang saya mau pesan seperti yang dia makan. Karena terkesan ya.
Beberapa hal yang ilegal di negara lain tapi di Amsterdam bisa dilegalkan, termasuk gini mungkin ganja.
Iya betul ya, kita bisa juga isepnya di sana, bisa juga dibawa pulang, pokoknya ini bebas sebenarnya. Kayak Red Light District itu emang objek wisata juga di Belanda.
Mereka ada semacam aturan, so perempuan-perempuan yang di situ tahu ya, kalau kita kesana jangan pakai kamera. Itu pertama. Yang kedua, mereka bisa membedakan antara turis yang hanya untuk lihat-lihat aja atau turis yang mau memang berminat gitu.
Tapi ombak Mentawai ini yang uniknya dibanding daerah-daerah lain, dia mencar di mana-mana. Ombak ini tidak sepanjang tahun. dari April sampai November. Jadi makin gede ombaknya makin dicari oleh serbuan ini. Teh talua balengge, jadi tehnya sangat kental dan itu telur itu mateng karena airnya sangat panas.
Di Harar itu pasti masyarakat tuh punya dua pintu, satu pintu buat manusia, satu lagi buat hyena gitu. Hyenanya tidak dipelihara ya, itu liar. Ini adalah satu spot yang memang dia sering datang ke situ gitu, dan akhirnya dibuatlah spot untuk berfoto sama hyena ini. Umur sih laki-laki harus memberi mas kawin perempuan minimal itu semakin besar plate piringan yang bisa dia bawa, semakin banyak sapi yang laki-laki harus serahkan mas kawinnya.
Harap subscribe, like, dan follow sosial media KongkoWisata agar Anda mendapatkan update-update terbaru dari kami.
Okay. Hello, Tony.
For that very visual video, which made us hungry as well as took us on a tour of the world. Can you now please introduce yourself and let us know what is the story behind your virtual channel?
Okay, first of all, thank you for the opportunity to Sony and InterNations. My name is John, and I'm founded a YouTube channel during the pandemic period, actually starting from April last year. And this is about the tourism destination. And we have already released 17 episodes, means 17 different destinations so far. And we're going to do the 18th one, actually, this coming Sunday.
Wow, congratulations. So that's already 18
Thank you.
Yes.
Yeah. So we have covered many destinations, not only inside Indonesia, but also all over the world.
Yeah. Do you mind sharing with us, I mean, why did you create this channel? Did you do it because you miss traveling or because you regret not having traveled to some destinations?
Okay, very good questions. Actually, you know that tourism industry has been disturbed several times, yeah, along the history. But you know that before, normally it's only partial. Like during the Iraq War, it's only those parts in the Middle East area is affected. We still can travel elsewhere. So during the SARS and other many happening, yeah, that disrupted the tourism industry. But this time, you know, as you know, that the impact of this coronavirus is very global. So me and some of friends that we really have a strong passion in this tourism industry, we decided not to just wait and pray for the situation back to normal, but we decided to do something. So we created this channel. Our tagline is inspiring your next destination. So we hope that people who watch our channel can get inspired to go travel to this destination one day. Up to them how they're going to go there. But our main motivation is to inspire people to travel.
Wow, so your tagline is inspiring your next destination. Why did you choose the tagline?
Yeah, because I think many people, they travel without enough preparation, without even knowing what they're going to get. Sometimes we just go to travel fair and it's very packed. in a very short period of time, we have to make decision. If we join a tour package, so we just make the transaction, make a payment, and then just we go. Sometimes that when we already arrive at the destination, we disappointed why we cannot go here, why we cannot see that. So our intention is to make people aware of what they're going to get. For instance, when we do destination Tibet, you know that the air in Tibet, because it's so high, is very thin. So they have to get prepared for that. I mean, physically also, a lot of staircase, they have to climb, this kind of thing. So we want to make people more aware of the kind of destination they're going to go, as well as what is the attractive points of those destinations.
Yes, so generally when going on a holiday overseas, what are the important things that we should plan for?
Well, I think one important thing is that you have to know the right season to go there. My own personal experience when I go to, last time I go to Ora Beach in Ambon, in Maluku, that side. And also my wife, she went to Wakatobi. This is domestic destinations. We went there on the wrong season. So the water is a bit murky and so many rains, this kind of thing. So I think to check the right season to go there, it is one of the things that we need to be prepared.
And what other, I agree with you about the season, because I remember I went to Hong Kong with my sister in February, and we didn't check on Google about the weather, and we were so cold that we had to buy jackets, and it cost us a lot, because Indonesia is so much cheaper compared to Hong Kong. And I was really regretting because I was feeling so cold to even wake up in the morning,
Yes.
So I totally agree with you that it's very important to do research, although sometimes we like to be impulsive, right? And we just say, let's just go on a holiday,
Yeah. So actually that exactly what I'm going to mention as my second point. I think clothing or costume is also very important for you to consider before you even going there. Like when you go to Harbin in China, it's so damn cold, so you need to be actually prepared. I mean, like multi-layers of clothing.
Yes. And what about schedules, like timings, opening times of museums or, tourist places, train schedules, those kind of things? How important is it that we do those kind of research?
Exactly, Sonny. So I think maybe I just give one quick example from my own experience. Last time I'm traveling to Hokkaido, northern of Japan, with my wife. And initially we want to rent a car and just drive ourselves around, And I already prepared, I already applied for my international driver's license. And luckily, fortunately, before I depart, I find out that Japan doesn't accept Indonesian version of international driver's license, because in the world there are two conventions. Japan followed the 1949 convention, Indonesia followed the 1968 convention. So they don't accept Indonesian international driver's license. So I quickly do over my itinerary. So I switched to train travel. So luckily I can do that beforehand. Otherwise, it will be a total mess, right?
Yes, exactly. Wow. And so you used to be a tour guide to Japan, is it, John?
Wanita Asia, orang
Yes.
Amerika selalu kelihatan kayak
Okay, sorry.
John, you used to be.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm doing a tour actually as my hobby.
Yes.
But actually, tourism is my passion. Normally during the high season. So you know that again, when you bring a tour, also need a lot of preparations. Yeah, like last time when we went to East Coast, USA, I went to Statue of Liberty. After already arrived at the Liberty Island, I just found out that you need to apply 1 day before if you want to go up to the crown. So you cannot do on the spot over there. These kind of things that again, a lot of research and a lot of preparation is needed before you even embark on your journey.
So, John, what would you say is the difference between your channel and other travel channels on YouTube?
Okay, our KongkoWisata channel, we focus on two things. First is we feature Instagrammable spots. Why? Because we believe that Indonesian people, they like, or maybe we can say most Asian people, they like to take picture a lot. So with themselves inside, yeah. So they took a selfie or Wi-Fi. So we feature those Instagrammable places in that destination in order to attract people attention, the desire to visit this destination. This is our way, our unique way of promoting this particular destination one by one. And our second focus is the culinary places. So we try to introduce the local delicacies, and we know that Indonesian people also like to taste a lot of nice food, and they also take photo of those food also and put into their Instagram.
Yes. So who do you think is your audience? Who are you targeting as the viewers of your YouTube channel?
Okay, so yeah, basically we are targeting maybe age group between 20 to up to 60. Of course, cannot be too young. Of course, children also they also traveling together with their parents. But our intention is that people who watch our channel get inspired and try to make their own way to go to this destination one day. We don't care how they're going to do it. They can go by themselves, with family, or join the tour, whatever they like. We just want to inspire people to travel.
Wow. So John, I mean, it sounds like traveling, is it your hobby? Is it your passion, or is it a job? Can you tell us what is traveling for you?
Yeah, I think one of my friend ever told me that traveling is like a book. If you never go anywhere, you just read only one page. So yeah, for me myself, I want to read also the other pages. So actually, when we say that our tagline is inspiring your next destination, it also meant that I want to inspire also myself, because I want to visit those destinations one by one by myself also.
Wow, that's really nice. Can you share with us how did you start? You know, as I said earlier, I was very scared to do online and virtual events. How did you get the courage to set up this YouTube channel?
Okay, very good question, Sunny. I think as a basis that I myself like technology a lot. So I like gadgets. I like to play around with equipments. So you know that during the pandemic period, business is slowing down. So we have a lot of time, and mostly we are forced to work from home. So during this time, I try to study how to do this YouTube channel. And actually, again, the biggest source of information is the YouTube itself. So YouTube is actually like an academy. You can learn almost anything from YouTube actually. Yeah? So by doing that, we try trial and error. We released our first episode back in May last year, and then the second episode, the third episode. We make a lot of mistakes, but we learn from our mistake, and we try to do it better every time.
Wow. Can you share with us what are some of the you said you watch videos to learn. So what kind of videos? What did you have to learn? Was it mainly studio related or
Yeah. So actually there are two things that we need to master about this thing. One is the hardware side, the equipments, and second is the software part. But actually, in order for you to have a YouTube channel, it's free in the first place. To create a new YouTube channel is totally free. You can create it anytime, like today. And I try to experiment with different equipment. I started to buy a high definition camera and install it, and I buy another equipment. So now my house is already like a mini studio like this without knowing. So the second part is the software. So I'm using this live streaming software called OBS Studio, and I have my teacher. His name is Victor Januar. Very good teacher. He teach me all the basics. Then after that, I try to develop my knowledge by watching YouTube videos from a lot of people.
Yes. How do you think, because I really see how much the world has changed, because my nieces who are students, I see that they are so talented. They are making blogging videos, they make song videos, music videos, and they just happen to just know, as you said, just study from the YouTube. But those of us who are older, it's a little bit harder, So why do you think that the younger generation is so fast with these kind of technology?
I think that is somehow the world is like that, because if you're talking about broadcasting channel, I was born when TV station is only one, the TVRI in Indonesia. But when my son was born, it's already thousands and thousands of channels already. So I think that makes the younger generation they're more technology savvy. But I think it is down to your interest. If you have a keen, strong interest, nothing that can be learned.
Yes.
Always can learn, because in YouTube, of course, it needs a bit of searching. There are very good people explaining things very clearly about various topics.
Yes. Interestingly, John, after I met you last month, what made me decide to do this event and invite you as a guest was actually when I spoke to my dad. When I came home one evening, he was watching an online virtual train journey. And he was so engrossed in it, and he was so happy. And I said to him, "What are you doing? What are you watching?" And he said, "It's a train journey in India. And you know, he was like, he said, I can't travel to India, so at least I'm traveling on this train, you know. And so I was wondering, oh my God, you know, even that made him so happy. So I guess what you are trying to do is really possible for a lot of people, because as they say, you don't have to do something actually in reality, right? Just visualizing it and dreaming about it already your mind and your body can already feel like you're on a holiday, you know. Do you agree with that, John?
Yes, yes. Actually, a lot of people doing the so-called virtual tour. Yeah. So most of them, they actually how to say, they went to the actual location and they broadcast live from that location.
Yes.
So when people doing that, of course, a lot of things need to be considered, yeah, because sometimes the weather might become a problem when you actually broadcasting live from the location. And for me, I don't go that direction. So I didn't meant to do a virtual tour. So again, in KongkoWisata, we just we are just using PowerPoint slides to show those destinations, Instagrammable spot and the culinary places. And we invited 2 to 3 guest speakers who know very well about the destination, and we asked them to explain what is the attractive points about those tourism objects.
Yes. So the way I see it, John, actually with InterNations, you also have an amazing opportunity, because you not only can get more people to watch your YouTube channel, but you also can get people from all over the world to become your co-hosts and take you on the virtual tour and also on the culinary tour, as you say. Yeah.
Yes, yes. Actually, again, when me and my team, a bunch of people, we discussed, we created this YouTube channel. We want this program to be very sustainable. You know, I want to do until 100 destinations, you know, and more. So again, world is a very big place. So I'm sure that in those places, there are many interesting things that need to be known by us. Then by using this technology, again, we can like consider which one of those destinations we want to go first and which one later. So we just can schedule, yeah, our trip.
So John, do you have a bucket list of all the places in the world that you would like to visit?
Yeah, so I think of definitely those destinations that we already discussed so far in KongkoWisata. I want to go to those places, you know, like last time we do Ethiopia, very interesting places and very eye-opening for me that I never know that you know that Ethiopia is in Africa, so your image is like very hot place, but actually at least half of that country is cold weather, is very cool. Like Addis Ababa, the capital city of Ethiopia, is like 14 degree or 17 degree. It's like you go to Puncak like that. And many mountain, many very high mountains in Ethiopia. But of course, there are also places that like Danakil Depression is very hot. They're very like in the desert like that. Of course, they also have like that. So it's very eye opening and really trigger me want to go there.
Great. John, I think we've spoken quite a bit. Maybe you can show them and take them on another visual tour through your video, because somebody is also saying, I joined late. Have you shown all the touristic places? So obviously they are very interested to go on a journey with you through your video.
Okay, I play a short video ya about
Yes.
KongkoWisata. Yeah, so Sonny, you can see here our actually our e-posters from the first episode up to the last episode that we have. So we already covered 17 different destinations so far.
And you said that you have an 18th episode coming up?
Yes. So you can see in the screen now. We will do Austria, Vienna, and surroundings this coming Sunday on the 11th of April, starting from 3 p.m. Jakarta time. So please if you have time, I would like to invite everybody to join this program on YouTube.
So John, can you tell us, I mean, of course, why did you do the channel in Bahasa Indonesia? Because your target audience is mainly Indonesians, is it?
Yes. Actually, of course, if we try to address people from all over the world, it is better to use English as the language. Yeah? But when sometimes when we study about a YouTube channel, many people say that you need to have a characteristic or focus or kind of the theme of your channel. So we don't have the confidence that we understand the taste of people from all over the world, because different people, they have different tastes. Yeah, I believe Indian people, when they travel, they have a certain style. You know, Malaysian people also different. Maybe Dutch people different style again. What I noticed the big difference between Asian people and Western people when they travel. Western people, they took picture of the scenery, of the or the object, but Asian people, especially Indonesian people, they took picture of the people on that object, so to be shown to their relative or to their friends, yeah, through the social media. So because of this difference, so we try to, how to say, narrowly try to determine the focus of this channel. So we just started from aiming to Indonesian people.
Oh, thank you, John. I think that makes a lot of sense. And there's already so many channels in English that I think it's also a good thing, because exactly, as you said, every culture has its own likes and its own habits. And it's funny to see, or, you know, it's amazing to see how different and yet how similar we all are, you know, because ultimately we do want to travel. We do want to see as much of the world as we can. And I think that is the biggest frustration that most people has felt in 2020.
Yes, yes, we cannot go anywhere.
Yes, yes. So
Yeah,
maybe now.
but for the about the language things, I'm now again try to step up my game. I'm now trying to research and learn how to make the closed caption automatic translation into English. So people who don't speak Bahasa, they also can follow what we are discussing in the video. So maybe I need some more time to be able to do that. But I'm starting to learn how to do it.
Yes, but I think from the 3-minute clip that you showed us, it was pretty visual, and you had the taglines, you had the things written in English. So even for those who don't speak the language, they can at least go on a visual tour of the countries, of the cities that you are spotlighting. So that's pretty good already, you know. I mean, it's incredible, and I'm really inspired because I really see that, you know, for someone like me who also has wanted to start a YouTube channel, I've been struggling with the idea for over a year, and I still haven't done it. So you are inspiring me little by little to have the courage to do so. You know, let's now invite the audience and our participants to join us in asking you questions, or perhaps if you don't have a question, everyone, you can just share why you joined today. You know, what about this topic interested you, and so that we can touch on that for you. You know, so if anybody would like to start, please unmute and please introduce yourself and ask your question. You are all free to unmute. Anyone would like to ask? Or if you can't unmute, please type in the chat and I'll be happy to read it.
When people don't ask question, there are two possibilities.
Anyone would like to ask a question
they
or would like to
understand
share?
very well, or they don't understand at all. Sorry, I'm kidding.
No. May
Hi.
I?
Yeah, hi.
Hi, greetings from Mexico, from Guadalajara. And you know, actually we say the same thing in Spanish about, like, you know, when you don't ask questions, but actually thank you and congratulations, because something, you know, we can be in the other side of the world, but we're in InterNations is because we like this international approach. So thank you, because you make me travel online. I like to say that it's a way to humanize technology.
Yes.
And, you know, it was really, really nice. Thank you. And open your YouTube channel. I did it. I don't know anything about technology, but I'm learning also. Already I have 4 subscribers, so you can do it also. And thank you, you know. That way, it's really, really nice. One day we will be able, like, to travel, and we will be prepared and also ready to enjoy, you know, like, the adventure. So thank you and have a nice day.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Jacqueline. That was really, really sweet of you. And, you know, this is exactly why we do these kind of events, to share and experience together, you know, especially traveling and exchanging information. Right, Jono?
I appreciate that a lot. Yes, exactly. Knowledge. And this is, like, really, really, really nice, because we are together while being apart.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you. Anyone else would like to share your experience or your any question you might have?
Hi.
Yes, please.
My name's David, and I'm a geographer. And I'm interested, Jono, with your vast experience traveling, especially from your national perspective, how do you think travel for the individual and in group travel will change following this pandemic, if it will change at all, or is it just going back to the same as it ever was before this pandemic?
Okay, very good questions. Actually, I also learned about this from various tourism experts, that they predict that after the pandemic, people will travel more in smaller groups, maybe more with family and friends, rather than in a big groups. And they say that people might opt to travel to a shorter distance, like within 3 hours, kind of things. So, and maybe mostly as much as possible, they will try to opt for the land transportation rather than like flying or taking a ship, a sea travel. So that's what I heard, that what's going to happen. But you know that this kind of like pandemic that all over the world, very massive like this, never happened before. Yeah, so we really don't know. It's a lot of speculation about it.
Yes, you're right, Jono. I mean, I have quite a few friends, especially in Europe, who told me that in 2020 they actually hired caravans. And they went to many, many places where they could park the caravan and stay overnight, because I think many people were either, they either lost their jobs, or they were only working 3 days a week, or
Yes.
they could actually work from anywhere. So it was possible for them to travel as well as work, because wherever they had their laptop, they could work.
Yes, yes,
Yes,
yes, yes.
yes.
So a lot of change in the lifestyle also, yeah?
Yes, yes. And also, I think you are right about renting cars or going by car, because a lot of my friends also did that, also in Indonesia as well as in Japan.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, yes.
Yes, where it's possible to go on land, many are choosing to drive and go away for 2 or 3 days. Yeah.
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
I think like in the United States, also very interesting to go by land transportation, as well as like Australia also. I think very interesting to go by land transportation. Yeah?
Yes. And Jono, earlier Mariko had a very interesting question for you. She was asking, how actually are you monetizing this business on YouTube, and how can we help you?
Okay, so actually YouTube have a very clear policy about this. So they require us to have at least 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watching hours before we can monetize. And that should happen within 12 months since we started. So unfortunately, for KongkoWisata, we have now 585 subscriber, not yet 1,000, but I think 1,000 subscriber is still somehow achievable. The most difficult part is the watching hours, because you need to make a very engaging content in YouTube that that people willing to watch your video until the end. So far, KongkoWisata only achieved 1,500 watching hours. We need 4,000, so still 2,500 short. So this the top part, to make people to stay in your channel and watch your video. So we have to be more creative and upload more video more frequently in the future.
Yes. Wow, yes, and I hope that everyone who is joining us today, please do subscribe to John's channel. Let's help to make his dream come true. And also, please, share the link with your friends, with your, colleagues, because I think everybody loves to travel. And if just with a like, we can help John to achieve his goal, why not, right? I mean, I really give you credit for your courage and your enthusiasm and passion to want to share about travel with everyone. And there is a very nice message from JB. She says, "Hi everyone, my name is JB Jan Bonifa. I'm also a TL and was one of Jono's speaker from Germany for the Germany session. I know Jono quite well. I think Jono is a very passionate in what he is doing right now. He's always putting in a lot of useful information in his Zoom and YouTube session, which actually brings me nicely to my next question. I wanted to ask you, John, how many hours do you actually do research and how long does it take you to do one session?
Okay, very good question. Actually, I never really count, but for sure, I have already spent, I think, more than 100 hours to watch other people's YouTube explaining about this, about that. What I trying to master in the first place is the technicalities of this, as I mentioned earlier, the hardware, the equipment, the setup, and the software. Actually, one of the toughest thing during this kind of thing is the audio. The audio routing is the most difficult things. So last time I also experienced some glitch that the voice become double, like there is an echo, then an unnecessary echo. So I keep on learning and try to watch more YouTube tutorials, and yeah, somehow we can rectify that. And again, still a lot of things to be learned.
Yes, everyone, I just put a question there just for fun, just to make you up, in case any of you are sleeping. Which destination would you go to if suddenly you were told all the flights are back, everyone can travel? Where would you go? For me, I would love to go to Japan because it's been more than 12 years that I went to Japan.
Yeah, Japan will not disappoint you anytime, every time.
But let's just share so that we can have some fun, If suddenly you were told, all right, in 2 weeks' time, everybody can travel. The world is already back to pre-COVID. Let's just imagine,
Happy want to go to Italy. Italy is also
Yes,
very nice.
exactly. Yeah? Happy wants to go to Italy. And you, John, where would you go?
Yeah, I think as I said earlier that I will definitely want to visit all those destinations that we already discussed in the channel, like Ethiopia, very nice place. Finland also, we already done that, and a lot of places that I want to go. But last time, I also I happened to visit Norway. I think I want to go there again.
Yes.
Very nice place.
And Lita also says that she would like to go to Japan. Yes.
So let's go together then.
Yes, that's right. And John, what are some of the other destinations that you are planning to do so that our audience already knows, for the future?
Okay, very good question. So actually, we don't have like a fixed program about which destination we want to do first. which one later, it all comes back to the availability of the guest speaker. So when we happen to find a good people who knows a lot of about a certain destination, then we start the preparation process. So so by saying this, I would like to invite everybody here that if you happen to know somebody who knows a lot about certain tourism destination, or even yourself, please contact me and we can start scheduling when we want to do that particular destination.
Yes. John, I see that there is someone from Indo-German Travel, Dana Schuster, and she says that she would like to go to Avignon, to Grasse, Nice, and Cannes, also Saint-Tropez.
Wow.
Wow, all exotic destinations.
Yes.
And Happy is saying that she visited Finland many times and she used to live there many, many years ago. And she has visited Norway many years ago when her nephew worked for KBRI Norway.
Wow.
And last time she
Okay.
visited Finland was in October 2017.
Yes.
And
Yes.
David has shared that he wants to go, he just says ciao, and he's from Milano. Yes.
When we do the destination Finland the other day, also I also very surprised that there are so many saunas in Finland. Yeah, they make saunas everywhere, even in the Ferris wheel, you know, the one that going up.
Yes.
They make a sauna in the Ferris wheel.
Wow.
Inside the car also there's a sauna.
Yes, that's amazing. Yes.
Yes. Yes.
And, you know, when I see it now, because I was inspired by my dad, because he was watching these travel blogs, travel channels on YouTube. And I'm thinking he's 82 years old, and yet he's able to find all these different train journeys, culinary trips, and travel blogs. I was like, Dad, this is really amazing. You know more than me, you know. And I see that actually YouTube is very user friendly, right?
Yes.
For
Yes.
those
Yes.
who are searching for information.
But when you mentioned about virtual tour earlier,
Yes.
and actually in again, as I already explained earlier, that for KongkoWisata we not trying to go there because we do believe that nothing can replace the actual experience of traveling over there. So we don't try to replace those experience. So you guys still have to go by yourself physically to that destination. Our purpose is just to inspire you to go there by explaining what is so good about this place and also the food. You know, that's why we also feature the local delicacies of that particular destination.
Yes. Thank you. And, you know, would anyone else like to ask a question or share? Like, for example, if you could start a YouTube channel, on what topic would it be? You know?
Yes.
Anyone
Hi,
else?
Jono.
Yes.
Hi, Mr. Jono. I'm Sam
Hi.
from Surabaya. I'm a loyal audience from KongkoWisata in Surabaya. May I introduce myself to Mrs. Sony? I very appreciate with this channel. I always see and watching this channel. So I've inspired by Mr. Jono. So what will we can do after border open after this? It's very inspiring, and I very appreciate it with what Mr. Jono do for the Indonesian audience. What can we do? But I have to support Mr. Jono with many idea. So because I very like this channel. It is a very different channel what we see in usually in YouTube, because for the gastronomical tour, for the culinary, for the special Instagrammable places, it is exactly what Mr. Jono say. This is very Indonesian, very Indonesian. this is a kind of a channel we have to see, we have to experience it before we go abroad or any places in the world. Thank you, Mr. Jono. Thank you.
Thank you, Pak Samsu.
Oh,
Yes.
thank you. Yes, thank you for that really heartwarming, I think you captured the essence of what John is trying to do through his videos. So thank you so much. For those of us who are not familiar with his YouTube, now we get an idea about what it is about and what we can get when we watch the videos.
Yes, actually, because I actually usually in YouTube, we just only know the place of interest. But Mr. Jono can tell us how we reach there, how we can do besides the place of interest, small things, meet local people, how you interact with the local people, buy something locally, how to get walking around the city, how to get a cafe shop with a good view and a cozy place. That's Mr. John is the expertise for that. I very appreciate with this channel. Thank you.
Actually,
Thank
not
you.
me,
So
but my guest speaker. I
okay,
just
many
facilitate.
thanks. Yeah. I still follow your channel now. Thank you.
Thank you, Pak Samsu.
Fuad, would you like to say something?
Okay.
Yes, please. Welcome.
My son is okay already?
Yes.
Thank you, Miss Sony. Jono is my best friend. We are the team of the Kajikai from maybe 11 years ago. Then I thank you for Jono cooperation. So I'm also very happy that Jono already find regarding the patient. Yeah, they already discussed 2-3 years ago what should we do for the future, but I'm happy that he already find now. Regarding the additional subscriber, so I just give some hints. Yeah, for example, I'm stay every day in the industrial area. Yeah. Bekasi, yeah, and I'm also secretary of Bekasi Tourism Board. Now in Bekasi, we have the industrial, what we call industrial tourism, yeah. Maybe a little people touch regarding this matter, but actually that's many students from, for example, from Semarang, Solo, etc., come to the factory visit. They visit one day, then after that come back to their, for example, from Solo, etc. I think maybe one day, Jono-san, not only you take around the world, but one day maybe you visit the factory visit, then maybe this is become, because we know that the younger people, student is the most use the YouTube channel, so you can touch this regarding this matter. Okay, I hope you can be successful in the future. Bye bye, Miss Sony. Okay, thank you.
Thank you, Pak. Yes. And Happy has written again, thank you, John. You're a very inspiring person. I hope I can travel again after the pandemic is over. And meanwhile, I will just travel online with KongkoWisata's YouTube channel.
Okay.
That's right. So I think, this nicely brings us to the end of our event today. And really, everyone, I encourage you, please look at the travel channel, Jono's travel channel on YouTube. Please share with him if you know somebody who can be the counterpart in another country or another city that can take, be the guide on that end. As Jono says, he usually invites 1 or 2 speakers for every video that he creates. And for those of you on InterNations who are new, we have regular programs, we have regular webinars, we have a lot of meetings online, also just for networking. And some of the communities are already doing offline events. And in Jakarta also, we have already started offline events. but I am still choosing to do online events for the moment until I feel that it is safe enough for all of us to meet in one venue. But I hope one day we all will cross paths again, keep joining other events on InterNations, keep making new friends, keep traveling. And maybe before we end, John, if you have any final words for everyone, as this is for you today. Thank you so much for today, for being our guest speaker and for inspiring all of us that it is never difficult to share a dream or a passion, and we can inspire everyone one video at a time.
Yes, yes. So, yeah, once again, I would like to thank you, Sonny and InterNation, for the opportunity. And let's hope that we can travel again sooner. I think some of my friends speculate that toward the end of this year, we already can start somehow traveling again, maybe to certain limited destination first. So let's hope we can have a better future and better life. Because traveling is really like enriching your soul. By traveling to different place, you become refreshed and can fight again for your job or for your career. Thank you.
Thank you, John. And yes, I totally agree. I hope that we all will be able to travel soon. In the meantime, let's use this platform, such as InterNations, YouTube, to travel to destinations and to meet people whom we cannot meet because we are at home. Yeah. Thank you again. See you soon, and goodbye, everyone.
Thank you, gracias.